Alright, you King Fight News, man. Back on the grind. Joshua Wilder. It's unbelievable how news articles come out day in, day out about this fight, yet Eddie Hearn cannot give us one progress report in terms of how, just in terms of a percentage, how far we are along the line. Is this fight going down? I need to know. Because I'm tired of going over this over and over again. But it is what it is, man. We do it for the people. We do it for the fans. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder for all the belts may never happen. So these guys out of the UK, I mean, it's always Express, Sun, or whatever. They have these writers that push a narrative, and some of them do it willingly. Who knows if they're getting paid off, but I've seen it before. Some of these writers have already defended Joshua ducking the Wilder fight. I've already seen it in headlines months ago. And here it is again. Another article saying the fight may never happen. So let's look into this E-King Fight News, guys. Alright, I'm going to preface this article and the information with this article with the simple fact that when two individual fighters in the sport of boxing want to fight each other, that fight happens 100% of the time because the fighters are not owned by the promoters. The fighters are not employed by the promoters. The fighters are supposed to be independent contractors, which the promoters are working for them. Yeah, Eddie Hearn has said many times Joshua's the client. Joshua is my boss. He's basically said that in a roundabout way many, many times. And he's out here negotiating on behalf of Joshua in New York and shit, right? And it was obvious at that time Eddie Hearn did not want to accept anything, because he wasn't ready to accept anything. And potentially, get locked into a deal that he wasn't prepared to get locked into. And of course, he probably didn't have approval from the man above Eddie Hearn. And that is Barry Hearn. So, E-King Fight News, let's get into this article right now. Alright, so this article out of a UK publication is saying, what's going on is when making big fights in boxing, the negotiations are always the giant hurdle that needs to be sort of climbed over, and it's going slow. Why? Well, he doesn't exactly know why, but let's read what he has to say. It was never going to be easy one to make with what two unbeaten champions believe each is the ace side. This is not true. This is we're going already into pretty much bullshit. Because Deontay Wilder had already offered them a 60-40. He said he would take a 60-40 split if they wanted to do a rematch clause. You see, if they did a 60-40 split, no rematch clause, this fight would already be done in the UK. I'm telling you guys, it would already be done, and you guys could all be celebrating because you get Wilder to come over to the UK. But guess what? It always goes back to the Hearns. Eddie and Barry Hearn, now they're too cheap. They don't want to pay Wilder. Okay, so Wilder had to pull out the bag. He had to pull out the Al Heyman reserves, 50 millions for Anthony Joshua. And here we are today. And now we're supposed to be deeper in negotiations. Meanwhile, oh my God. It's unbelievable. This is unbelievable, and I'm getting sick of this shit. But let's get it. It, of course, is a double ace side, and the ideal answer would be a neutral venue with a 50-50 split of the cash. But that will never happen. Well, boxing is something that's been built as a mega revenue generator in Las Vegas. Primarily, that's been the home of mega pay-per-view fights. And we're talking about heavyweight boxing, guys. We all know this. It's like people want to act brand new. People want to ignore the facts. Instead, it seems that the desperation to maximize the revenue will take Joshua over the Atlantic for the first time. A story in the LA Times that I reported on said that, negotiations were going towards either a fight in New York or a fight in Las Vegas would be preferred. You can say primarily because they don't want it to. It doesn't make sense to have a fight show up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The time difference is an issue. It is an issue. We've never had a U.S. Showtime pay-per-view that started at fucking 6 p.m. I'm talking about the main event. I'm talking about the main event, guys. And the undercard starts at fucking 2 o'clock. No, that doesn't happen. Or if it does happen, those are off TV. And those are bum fights. That's what they are. But that is the progress, at least behind Wilder's early statements, that less than half the purse would be an insult. Okay, I've gone over why that's bullshit. Because Wilder, all he wanted was 40%. And Eddie Hearn couldn't give it to him. Right? Because he didn't want the fight. And he's consistently in a situation where he's proving he doesn't want the fight. No, negotiations are notoriously slow when it comes to globally acclaimed boxers getting in the ring together. This should not surprise us. We went through the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao saga of negotiations that drew out unbelievably long. And boxing should have learned, strike while the iron is hot. Now, I know that was the biggest financial success in boxing. But both guys were pay-per-view draws. It's not really a fair comparison because both guys were already selling $1 million pay-per-view buys. They were proven draws. And we all knew when you put those two together, it was going to be the highest grossing. We all knew this shit. It would be the highest grossing fight in boxing history. Absolutely no doubt about it. Anybody who's been following the sport would tell you that. But this is a different situation. Anthony Joshua's he's never done a US pay-per-view. Deontay Wilder hasn't done a US pay-per-view. But it's a new landscape in boxing. Anthony Joshua, from what we understand, does very good numbers in the UK. And Deontay Wilder on Showtime has done some of the best numbers in 2018 for Showtime, doing well over 1 million views. For boxing, that's considered good. I mean, HBO is having trouble hitting 1 million with their normal fights. Sometimes Showtime has trouble hitting 1 million with their normal fights. Sometimes ESPN has trouble hitting 1 million with their normal fights. So, Deontay Wilder's doing it real big. And if he can pull out a $50 million offer, we know there's money behind Deontay Wilder. Even more money than what Eddie Hearn has in his reserves. Right? I mean, that's just point blank. So, for those who want to say Deontay Wilder's trying to buy the A side, well, guess what? He's the one making the offer. I mean, we've gone through this back and forth. If Eddie Hearn wants to be the A side, all he's got to do is make a better offer. That's all he's got to do. But guess what? They're supposedly claiming they're pursuing the Wilder offer. So what does that mean, guys? It does. You can say, this guy's the A side, that guy's the A side. We shouldn't really fucking care. We should care about getting this fight done. And if that means going to Eddie, I had to tell Radio Raheem, fucking Radio Raccoon over here, yesterday, because I got a face-to-face with him. I told him, you got to tell Eddie Hearn, you're ducking the fight, man. Stop ducking. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Let's see what else they had to say. but the delays could start to be damaging soon. Boxing governing bodies can only postpone progress in the division for so long. The difficulty of holding 3 titles at the same time. Exactly. The mandatories are coming in. I don't know what this guy doesn't understand, but unifications trump mandatories. So if they're going to make the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, all Eddie Hearn has to do is stop talking to these fucking guys. You know, it is what it is, man. He could do all the side deals he wants. He obviously has some investors that have the kind of funds that Al Heyman has in the bank. You know, according to what we understand, he has at least $500 million to work with in terms of putting on U.S. fight cards together on a streaming platform known as DAZN. So Eddie Hearn has gotten some he's gotten some fundraising going on, you know, and that's great. But what does that mean for this fight? All Eddie Hearn needs to do is write up the WBA, ask for an exemption because he's fighting Deontay Wilder, WBC champion. That's all he has to do. That's not hard. You get your lawyer, draft a letter, you can write your fucking self. That's all you gotta do, man. Or you call him up. So why is this fight not happening, Mr. UK? In America, Wilder appears to have the WBC in his pocket. Oh, get the fuck out of here. This is just propaganda. Now we're talking about propaganda here. But the IBF have already been in Hearn's in tray. White has been ordered to fight Kubrat Pulev in a final eliminator. Yeah, that's right. So Wilder should be under no illusions. The world might wait for him to put pen to paper on Joshua fight, but the belt will not. And history will remember that this showdown a lot less if it does not produce an undisputed, unified heavyweight champion. All right, I have to agree with the last paragraph. I mean, that's why this fight is hot right now. If one of these guys, you know, even if they do get stripped of a title, I mean, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, but to have an undisputed, unified heavyweight champion, I don't know about you guys, but to me it means something. To me it means we finally have one champion out here that we can call the heavyweight champion. After such, it's almost like a quote-unquote recession hit the heavyweight division. No one really cared. You can ask anybody who the heavyweight champion was. They didn't know it was the fucking Klitschko brothers. They did not. The heavyweight champion had a fucking shadowy question mark between two fucking brothers. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. But that's how it was. And you fans got used to it. And all of a sudden you think that's normal. It's not normal. You're supposed to have one unified champion. Preferably in every division, but at least the heavyweight division. E-King Fight News, let me know what you guys think, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. That's what it is. That's just what it is. And let me know what you think, who wins.